been getting a lot of questions. Close my visor here. I've been getting a lot of questions about this this little motorized bicycle I bought. I didn't buy it, I built it. Yeah, so I bought the kit on Amazon, and it took me a couple days to put together. It was a bit of pain in the ass, but overall definitely worth it. I have access to a car, so this whole thing is just for shits and giggles. And I also ride an actual motorcycle, but sometimes it is more fun, or just as fun, to ride a slow thing at its fastest than it is to ride a fast thing at normal speed. And I am booking it. This route I'm about to take is a couple miles. And on a bicycle, this would take me probably a couple hours. A lot of uphill. You know, this would be a problem for me. Whereas with this thing, it's no issue. Wow, I gotta watch out for the deer. Look at that. But yeah, as long as you have some kind of basic technical understanding of some stuff, you know how to use a wrench, and you know how a carburetor works, you can build one of these. Let's see how these people react to it. I'm sure they were like, what the fuck is that? We're gonna make a U-turn here, head back around. But yeah, this thing is fun, man, and it goes fast enough that I have to counter steer just like a motorcycle, you know? The tires are very thin. But if I hadn't built this, I definitely would have thrown this bike out or given it away to somebody. Because this thing was garbage. This is a Walmart bicycle that I used to put this together. Hopefully the engine doesn't die on me. This thing is a little sketchy. I wouldn't recommend this for children. This thing is super dangerous. The brakes are terrible, and it goes way too fast for these tires. But like I said, if you got an extra bike lane around, this thing's perfect, man, and it's a lot of fun. I even go off-roading a little bit with this. This is kind of, I never really understood the appeal of a dirt bike because I've never been on a dirt bike. I've ridden sport bikes my whole life. But this has definitely turned me on to the idea of maybe getting a dirt bike, because this thing is a blast. ACC 2-stroke another reason I bought this kit was because you can't buy a two-stroke motorcycle anymore. You can buy a two-stroke dirt bike, but you can't ride it on the road. And I'm a big fan of the older sport bikes, older bikes in general that were two-strokes. I've always wanted to ride something that was powered by a two-stroke engine. And so I got this. This thing rocks, man. I put about 10 miles on this the other day. Rode to my friend's house. The only issue I have to really work out is the fuel line has a lot of air in it, and it doesn't really want to pass fuel sometimes. So there was a section the other day where I had to kind of walk uphill and restart this thing. There's no pull start or electric start or anything like that. If you want to start it, you got to bump start it. And if you don't know what that is, it's basically where you hold the clutch in, you pedal or go downhill, and then drop the clutch. And that will turn the engine over and actually start it. You can do the same thing on a motorcycle. Obviously you can't pedal, you have to go downhill. But that has saved me many a times from being stranded on the side of the road because of a bad battery. Just pedal it, give it some energy here. We're cooking now. Probably gonna have to help it. I have to help it a little bit uphill. Well, not really. Pretty good. So that's my two-stroke bike that I built. Thanks for watching. And there's a car behind me.